Cole Walliser built his entire online image on being the nice, unproblematic Glambot guy. He has millions of views, celebrities love him, and he has a comment section full of praise. And then, within days, Cole's name started trending on almost every social media out there, not because of his work, but because of leaked emails that we weren't supposed to see in the first place. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about how Cole went from somebody that the internet loves so much to somebody they are now side-eyeing. How Jennifer Lopez, also known as J-Lo, accidentally opened that door to the criticism, and how 7-year-old messages completely changed the way people see him now. And I hope by the end of this video, you'll be able to understand the situation and give your take. With that being said, let's dive right into it, shall we? Hello everyone, I am Kelly if you're new here, and in this video we're going to be talking about Cole because he has found himself in, let's just say, a very big drama that is getting him dragged on the internet back to back. Like I kid you not, a lot of people are making videos about the situation, so let's break it down. First off, who is Cole Walliser? Cole Walliser is a Canadian filmmaker and director from Vancouver, British Columbia. He has directed music videos and become best known in recent years for operating and directing Glambot videos. It is basically that high-speed, slow-motion camera segment that you see at major award shows like the Oscars, the Grammys, and the Golden Globes. He has taken Glambot videos of celebrities like Ariana Grande, Elisa, Benson Boone, Joey King, J-Lo, and so on and so forth. He built a huge presence on platforms like Instagram and TikTok, where his behind-the-scenes clip and Glambot footage regularly gets millions of views and reactions from fans worldwide. And for a very long time, he was seen as unproblematic. I mean, people saw him as one of the most friendly people to ever walk on this earth, because whenever he does these videos, the celebrities always look so comfortable and happy, and he always hypes them up. Until a few weeks ago, let's just say the perception kind of switched. People are now turning against Cole, and I'm going to explain why. First, let's get into the J-Lo controversy. During the 2026 Golden Globes red carpet, a clip of Jennifer Lopez during her Glambot moment went viral, but not for the usual reasons we will think. Normally, whenever a clip like this goes viral, it's usually the fact that the celebrities just look too good to ignore, or they messed up real bad and everybody is laughing at them, which I don't really support, but that's one of the reasons those videos go viral in the first place. A lot of people online pointed out the fact that JLo appeared cold, quiet, and even dismissive because she didn't even chat or interact with Cole while she was being filmed. Now, if you compare how JLo was acting in that video to other celebrities when they meet Cole, there was a stark difference. I mean, the difference is very, very huge. Most of the times, the celebrities are literally holding his hand, telling him that they are a big fan and they can't wait to see how the video will turn out. But it just felt like JLo didn't even want to be there. And mind you, the Glambot is completely optional. You don't have to do it if you don't want to do it. So the fact that she walked up to the Glambot and acted like that, let's just say the internet saw her as dismissive and rude in general, and a lot of people had a lot to say. So let me just read you out some comments. Someone left this comment saying, "You guys stop, leave her alone. She couldn't talk because she had to preserve her voice to lip sync at her concert." Why are people honestly, it's pretty sarcastic, but when I first read this comment, I was taken aback and I was laughing for a few seconds. Another person said, "No smile, no hello, nothing," because that's what it definitely seemed like in the video. The next comment reads, "She didn't give him eye contact, she didn't acknowledge him, she didn't say hi or bye, didn't even say thank you." Now, mind you, if people are not used to seeing other videos or celebrities interacting with Cole, I'm pretty sure a lot of people would not say this because, again, there is a stark difference. The last comment I'm gonna read basically says, "My sister works for a business consulting firm and JLo was a part of one of the meetings, and everyone in the meeting was told not to address her or even look at her until she spoke to them." No lie. Now, this is all alleged. This is alleged because I don't know if this is true or not. By just reading this comment, you should understand that a lot of people are against JLo. They think that she's rude and very dismissive and altogether not just a good person. And they're starting to believe all the rumors that, were going around over the past few years that she's just so full of herself. Which leads us to the next chapter, talking about Cole's response. Let's just say, instead of Cole to agree with the people that are criticizing, or what people like to call them on the internet, the haters, Cole responded publicly and basically defended JLo and every other rude celebrity he has met on the carpet. In a video that he posted on social media, he said that he didn't find JLo rude at all. He basically explained that red carpet environments are chaotic and hectic at best, and celebrities are oftentimes working and focused on just getting the shots and moving along.
First thing to know about doing Glambots is that Glambots are completely elective. Nobody's forcing you to do these things. If you want to do it, you can. If you're in a bad attitude, you don't want to do it, you don't have to do it. So anybody that stops, I already like you because you're taking the time to do my thing. And this is generous of you because you don't have to do it. These celebrities, they're at work. They're there to do a thing, to promote their show, to be a guest, to be a presenter. They're working. So some people chatty at work, some people not so chatty at work. And it's not really my place to be like, oh, you should be a certain way. I'm just sort of like reacting in those moments and giving people the best chance to do their best Glambot that they can.
But specifically, he said that he has never personally felt disrespected whenever he's doing his job, basically filming Glambot videos.
So with that world set, I do get asked all the time, who was the worst Glambot? And honestly, I don't have an answer. I mean, literally, I've never felt that people were like rude to me in that moment. The world is just so crazy that like when people are distracted or like less chatty or like thinking about other stuff, I don't take it personally. And even with JLo, like I didn't take it personally. I didn't feel rude in that moment. I think there's a couple things that sort of like added to the fuel of this idea. One, like she's just down to business. The carpet was closed, she's ready to go inside. She knew what she was gonna do. You know, she got into the position, and I think it was just like unfortunate that the position was, she was facing away from me, so I am talking to her. She is looking away, but she's getting ready for the move. And in the moment, I'm not like, hey, like turn around and look. Like I knew what she was doing. She was getting ready, I knew she was getting ready, I knew it was late, we were just like getting through it. That moment didn't feel rude.
So instead of feeding the drama and basically causing another uproar, he tried to cool it down by telling the audience that their perception of rudeness was probably a misunderstanding or a misconception, that he never felt any type of bad energy or basically celebrities being rude to him. Let's just say there was a lot of pushback from this response. Just felt like he was trying to be brand safe and he didn't want to jeopardize whatever he has already built, which again, a lot of people saw it as him being dishonest just because he wants to still get a few brand deals or sponsorships or get called for gigs. But still, at this point, it was just mostly celebrity gossip and online debate. Nothing really massive that could get to the mainstream media until some emails got released to the public. And let me tell you, it caused another uproar that Cole was initially avoided. Just as JLo was still trending for that viral clip, screenshots of old emails from Cole Walliser resurfaced online, and suddenly the focus shifted from JLo to Cole. Before we get into the emails, I want you to keep in mind that these emails are not recent. They are from, guess what, 7 years ago, and they were released on X. I don't want to call it X. On Twitter. Now, let's get into the details of the email. First off, when Cole posted that video saying that he has never been disrespected on the carpet and he personally didn't feel dismissed by JLo, somebody posted it on Twitter, and there was this one specific account that quoted that initial tweet that was posted on Twitter, I hope you understand, and said F him, LOL. And a lot of people were asking in the comment section like, who are you and why are you telling him to F him? Girl, does that even make any sense? And it turns out the woman's name is Yinka Animashao. Oh my goodness. Basically, the woman's name was Yinka Animashao, and she shared a copy of an email exchange from 2019 when she inquired about booking Cole's Glambot for her wedding. At this point, you would think that the conversation would be straightforward. You know, she asks for the price and then he tells her the price, but let's just say it's completely opposite. The first email was sent by Yinka, obviously, because she wanted to book the Glambot for her wedding, and she basically says, hi, are you / the Glambot available for private events such as weddings? I would love to have you at mine September 20th and September 22nd. Please let me know your availability and rates. Now, this seems like a very normal email you send for consultation, just to know the price and if they will be able to take that gig. And Cole or whoever is managing his email or responding to email basically said this: hi Yinka, thanks for reaching out. Just so you are aware, the Glambot is a camera system and personnel used by a network television station for one of the biggest red carpets of the year. It is not cheap. If you feel like something like this might be within your budget range, then I am happy to discuss further. Thanks. Girl, you did not even tell her the price. Like, how is she supposed to know it's in her budget? What's she supposed to budget up here? Let's keep reading. And then she responds saying, "Hi Cole, yeah, it is something in my budget range. Thanks." And Cole, or whoever is managing his social media accounts, responds saying, "Copy, I don't see how you could be, since I didn't say how much it was, and could be between 10,000 and $1 million. $1 million. I'm sorry, excuse me, you told her if she could afford it, she should respond back to you, but you didn't give her a price, so obviously she's supposed to respond back saying she could afford it because she didn't give her a price range." So that first half of the email was like totally unnecessary, basically talking down on her because the person that's managing this account feels like she cannot afford this. Like, what's the need of all this? Anyways, let's continue, even though I'm already pissed off. Then she responds saying, "Yeah, I just assumed it was very pricey since it's featured at the Oscars. So what are the steps to book? Would you be the person that comes, or do you just work with them for the red carpet? What is the rundown?" Then the next email from Cole reads, "It is a crew of about 15 people plus network setups, rehearsals, gear drop offs, camera rental, light rental, insurance, permits, etc., etc., etc." So she asked, like every other normal person out there that wants to book something for an event, "So where do I begin? Through you, or is there a website?" Normal question. I think at this point they started to see that she's actually being serious and she wants to book for her wedding. So they replied saying, "Okay, it's $300,000 and I will take a 10% deposit to secure the gear. And once I have the deposit, I can do a contract. Ready to get started?" Then she sends a reply saying, "Thanks, Cole. I'll reach out by Monday." I just want you to take a quick guess of what you think Cole might have replied to this lovely lady who was making a normal inquiry for her wedding. Or let's just say, because a lot of people are saying that there's a possibility that it is not Cole and it's just somebody that is in charge of responding to other emails. Anyways, Cole basically said, if you wanted to know how much it costs, you just needed to act. You don't need to pretend you are actually going to book it. Then she replies and says, "I did. That is why I asked. I want to book it." Now, when this email initially came out, a lot of people were still on Cole's side, saying that there's a possibility that she never actually wanted to book the wedding. She was just, trying to know the price and trying to inquire for no reason, basically wasting their time. And they were saying that however way they replied was definitely not that bad because a lot of people send them emails on a day-to-day basis and they don't know who is actually serious, so they have to reply that way. And it later came out that this lady had two big weddings, two huge weddings. Like I mentioned earlier, she's Nigerian and turns out that her husband is Indian. So, as you already know, when we're mentioning Nigerian weddings plus Indian weddings, you already know it's gonna bang, and that is exactly how it went. The wedding was nothing short of luxury. It was really beautiful seeing two different cultures, I mean, completely different cultures come together and merge and have a wedding. And that is where people started to believe the whole story, believing her that she actually wanted to book for her wedding and she had this in her budget for her to book. At this point, commenters had a lot to say. The focus was quickly shifted from JLo to Cole, and a lot of people were criticizing him. People online saw his response as condescending and they started to ask themselves, if that girl, Yinka, had Hollywood status, would he had replied the exact same way like he did? Like, I'm pretty sure he would not. Some users felt like he should have handled the inquiry more professionally, and there are a lot of discussions going around referencing bias and assumptions, particularly given the bride's identity. Meaning that a lot of people are thinking that one of the reasons he said that is because the bride is African, specifically Nigerian, while others defended him because most of them were saying that his pricing and vetting may reflect real business practices and his high-end services sometimes require extensive logistics and crew. And why they were saying this was because most of the people were talking about the person being outrageous. Yes, $300,000 back in 2019. Like, how much would it probably be now in 2026? If you ask me personally, would I pay the amount of money back in 2019? In short, scratch 2019 because I was still very, very young. But right now, would I still pay the amount of money? No, because that is so expensive. I cannot wrap my head around paying $300,000 for a camera. Well, if you have the money, a lot of people don't see it as a big problem. But like, I don't have that amount of money. So if you ask if my personal opinion, no, I will not spend that amount of money on a camera. Let me just read out some comments for you. Apparently, you're not so nice either. Another person said, I am interested in hiring the Glambot. What would the price be? $300,000. Huh? Do they pay extra for you to be nicer? This is the idea that people now have about Cole, that he's rude, and just by looking at somebody, he believes that they will not be able to afford it. Now, let's break this all down from the beginning and how the internet's reaction changed all of a sudden. Phase 1, people were roasting JLo for seeming too rude towards Cole, or let's just say people around her. Phase 2, Cole decided to defend her and try his best to calm the whole situation. Phase 3, the old emails resurfaced and suddenly Cole is now on the defensive side. Phase 4, the comments were no longer talking about how Jennifer Lopez was rude, but now they're talking about how Cole was rude a few years ago and he is not nice either. See, when I tell you that a lot of people were very, very happy that Cole is being cancelled for one of the first times since he started going viral, a lot of people were happy. People were saying things like, I just knew for a fact that whatever act you're putting up was a facade and I wanted you to get cancelled. So I'm like, why do you wish on somebody's downfall so bad? This story basically shows how the internet can turn a viral clip into something way bigger, especially when past communications suddenly reappears into a new light. Whether you think Cole was in the wrong or whether the backlash was overblown, one thing is pretty clear. Once something goes viral online, the narratives can quickly change. I mean, like, just like this, the internet can switch sides. And one thing we have to know is that context most especially matters in such situation, because somebody can literally get cancelled in a blink of an eye and it might not be true in the first place, but since the real truth is not out or the narrative has been spun, there's really nothing you can do about it because that's how cancel culture works. But let me know what you think in the comment section below. Do you feel like this was overblown? What do you think about the whole pricing, the whole JLo thing? Because now JLo is no longer being looked at. I mean, people are hardly criticizing her again. The attention has been moved to Cole, which a lot of people are thinking that it is actually a PR stunt that was done allegedly by JLo's team. So again, let me know what you think about this whole situation. I'll be in the comments reading. And yeah, that is all for this video. I'm in my cozy wear. I just decided to wear a hoodie for this video, honestly. I don't even get ready at all. Anyways, I hope you have a great day and a great week. I'm gonna see y'all in the next one. Bye.